This is our first of three 7,000 events. The girls are getting ready to go. Let's read them out, Dax.
It is time. Let's go left to right. We've got Emily Hollyman. Huge congratulations in the northern position. Emma Woods, Hannah Scully, Jasmine Raywood right next to that, Carla Papak as well. The young gun of Caitlin Reese, Swansea Belmont, Naomi Scott, obviously series champ, up and about as well. Holly Holmesby there as well. Emily Doyle, Lana Rogers, Dakota Luke, Grace Harris, Jessica Conrad, first year 17, about Lily O'Sullivan, Gemma Smith, Dom Stitt, Halliday, Bush, Corrin and Mary Thompson. A pretty even start right across there, Pooley.
Yeah, nice even start for the ladies there. That low tide bank has really started to drain out. There's going to be a lot more running involved than what we saw earlier today, but the girls have been around the ends a bunch of times. They're pretty tired, but let's see them get fired up and get through this first shore break.
Yeah, great start on the right-hand side, about fourth on the right, and that's the world board champion of Lily O'Sullivan. We saw good form yesterday as well of Lily O'Sullivan. It brings an air of confidence knowing you're going in the board leg and you are the current world in.
Yeah, Lily looked unbelievable yesterday, very strong, opening with that board. We know she's got a weapon swim leg, but yesterday watching through the heat was her transitions, but also that board and ski leg where she was looking very good. She was holding big waves. She's doing all the little things right.
All the little things, but look at the big things starting to roll in at the back. And this is what we love about Wall Hope Bunny Hills. A big thanks to the club here. A lot of congestion on this back bank. We've just come off a low tide now, starting to fill in, but watch this, up and over they go. Oh, I tell you what.
Crash and bang, couple of boards. That just shows you, Dax, just how powerful it is here. We were talking about the swells dropped off a little bit, but on that outer bank there, the girls just got spun 180 degrees, absolutely smashed. So there's still plenty of power out on that outer bank.
Yeah, left side up and about as well. Expect Scully there. She's a phenomenal big stage racer as well. Paddles the board like, you know, none other, I believe, in terms of these big races. Well, expect to see Hannah Scully up and about. But these conditions, it's, the wind hasn't got up on shore like we saw yesterday. But at the moment, a little bit of shore break negotiate, but that back bank will play havoc, not only going out, but also a bit of luck, Pooley, in terms of coming in.
Yeah, definitely. As we said before, course management, having your own race plan and strategy is, I think, the biggest key to this sort of success. And we talked about it. It's going out, picking the right line on the board, the ski, the swim. You've got to keep those skis upright. You've got to stay in the seat. And certainly with the swim leg, those that were picking up the waves, body surfing, there's a lot of water moving back out to sea against the swimmers. So if you can get on a little body surf wave, you've really got to take a big breath, keep your head down and milk it all the way to the beach.
Yeah, played massive dividend. A little congestion around camp one, we go around two. We pick up the girls for a bit of distance. It was the left-hand side. We spoke about a Scully, Papak, Reese in particular. Scotty was up there in the mix as well. Now, Lana Rogers obviously come off a good win from last week down there at Wander as well, up to make her point made as well. But this is it. Conditions now coming back. Little luck of the ocean, but some swell building way out the back.
Yeah. Starting to see the girls. They're still bunched up very, very close together, as we would expect. There's a sea of maybe 3 or 4 side by side as we see two of the girls doing very well. They're rating up, trying to get every little bit of the ocean out of that.
Oh, big waves building out the ski can, probably about 20-30 metres behind the ski can, but the lead trying to pick up this first little one. Have a little elbow peek over the shoulder as well. Better indication of cups and colours as they come in, but here's a little lift. One behind maybe, not this first one, it's a second one for my liking. Now how advantageous to be on that first, especially at this, of the board leg.
Yeah, that's it. You can't win it in the board leg, but you can certainly set it up. The key is to getting out in front. You want to try and get on that front wave. It'll really stretch out a lead as we see one there.
Scully, I think it is. Scully may come over the top, but look at this out the back. We're going to put potentially the whole field on the first 2 or 3 waves coming through. Leader comes through, a little bit of hole and a little rib pocket to work through as well, but out the back, pretty much the whole pub, we have the whole team running through here in terms of one to that, coming through next Scully of 20 in particular, coming through now, but a Scully in that coming through.
Yeah, great wave for Hannah Scully there. We can see she's down on the board tight. That's an experienced racer, down on the board, getting in a couple of deep breaths. She knows how long this ski and swim is, so she's trying to get the heart rate down, get in a couple of deep breaths, but she's hit the sand and she's absolutely flying.
I love the way she goes about her business, Scully. Here she goes now, but what about Miss Lana Rogers? Air of confidence from tradies last week in Wanda. He's up and about, big transition. Dakota Luke, big move also. Liv Corrin, we know the board pulling ability of Corrin, but they're the big 4 coming round. We have that of Scully to Rogers, to that of Dakota Luke and Olivia Corrin, and Caitlin Reese, the pocket rocket from Swansea Belmont.
Yeah, unbelievable first board leg from Katie. Round. We've got Emma Wood there as well. Emma,
Yeah, strong legs.
got our def-
Come on, Gemma.
not for
Come on,
Three big things for me here. You've got to be up in that front sort of third in the first board leg. Skill set on the ski, to me, number two, super critical. And your ability to swim under fatigue and pick up waves when you're under fatigue in the third leg. For me, there's three big determinants here to see who comes out on top. And at the moment, Scully leading the way. Lana Rogers negotiate the short very, very well. And also Caitlin on the far right-hand side, seeming a nice sort of right side as well.
Yeah, we can see in the middle that they're getting the best of the run out at the moment. The water's really starting to flow out. Hannah Scully, we talked about it time and time again. The way that she demonstrates masterclass skills in big conditions like this across a board and ski is just incredible. So she's just navigating a couple of waves on that outer bank now. She'll sit. There's a little bit of an opening here. She might drop the hammer and go.
Yeah, got to go. It's all about boats, but across that back bank. And a huge congratulations to our two first-year 17s in this race as well. That of Jess Conrad and Mary Thompson. But out the back is where all the action is at the moment. And it is still Hannah Scully goes up and goes over, and Scully is out.
Scully is out, and on. It looks like Lana Rogers might be just getting hit by a couple of waves. One of our competitors on the far left-hand side also looks like they may... There's chaos in the middle, no doubt.
Drama aplenty on this back bank. Caitlin Reese has been absolutely belted, unfortunately. Turned the ski upside down. There's a few submarines out there at the moment of 5 or 6, but they're back on their craft. But all the action at the moment is out in front of Hannah Scully and Rogers on the chase.
Yeah, look at that northern side. It just keeps changing tight. You have these plans, but you have to have the ability to adapt on. The other side was flying out all morning. They were taking their way over there and getting out from that rip, but just then the northern side let them out.
Yeah, just picked up another one or two that might have snuck out. That's reverse order. So it was those on the bottom end when we introduced the athletes coming through. So we'll watch them very, very closely. I know I was super impressed with Dom Stitt and the Cool got a gold recently. The way she finished that race is that it just tells me the base in terms of fitness she has. Obviously a lot of running and running background as well. So that base fitness from those doing the gold will also play dividends towards the end of this race.
Yeah, definitely. We noticed it yesterday and even this morning in some of the earlier heats. Carla Papak is absolutely flying at the moment. Very, very fit, very, very fast transitions. She was looking comfortable just with that sort of big pre-season training under Michael King of Burleigh. You can tell that she's really fit. She's ready to race. Here we go now. The girls just rounding the apexes. So we've got our lead pack out there. It still looks like it's Scully in one with maybe 2 to 3 lengths. She's approaching that third can, about 3 lengths behind. There's another 3 competitors there. So they're starting to stretch the field now, but you know what? It's not over till it's over. This ski leg coming in, this is going to be some big decisions to be made.
Yeah, it could potentially be the Dakota Luke. We saw how well she was positioned coming around the ball leg, more of a dominant ski putter as well, made a move from up there at Caloundra down to Michael King as well, but it's all Hannah Scully. Now we know Scully's, she's really lifted her swim leg over the years, but at the moment, what about this? It's an armchair ride for Scully out in front.
Yes, that's the kind of wave that she wants. We just saw then Hannah Scully drop the paddle for a moment, probably got a couple of deep breaths. She's powering through that midsection there.
Left side Pooley, left-hand side. That's one pick up here, left-hand side. Is that Rogers? Maybe Rogers has seen something to the north and has picked up a wave 40 or 50 metres behind her. Scully now in the hole, trying to get the shore break.
Yeah, this is tough. Look at that. Hannah Scully's just picked up this little one through that shore break there. She's going to get to the beach and still maintain her lead. But the big ski of maybe possibly Lana Rogers, will wait and see. She's on that wave just lurking behind.
Oh, great to see now. I think that is Dom Stitt now coming through. We mentioned they're in third or fourth. We'll pick them up as they come. That is that of North 51, North 52, and potentially in 3 with Dom Stitt tucked in 4. But it's, we've lost one. We've lost one out the back. We'll try and pick up that. Lana Rogers, I believe, in third, has flipped the ski and will swim. Another one down. Oh, carnage aplenty here in this shore break Pooley, but it's all Hannah Scully out in front.
That's what we talked about, Doubt. The surf skills and doing the little basics right. You've got to stay in the ski. You've got to get it all the way to the beach. That's where big meters, I think they've just let Scully off the hook big time there. She was able to catch that ski wave all the way to the beach. A few more errors from the girls. They're on their way now.
Oh, big move from Australian kayak representative Jasmine Raywood. Jasmine Raywood has put in a phenomenal ski leg to move up in the second. She's now chasing that of Hannah Scully. Dakota Luke comes round as well. Dom Stitt we spoke about. Now Scotty, this is the danger for me. Reigning champion of the World Ocean Series as well. Naomi Scott going in the favoured leg of the swim, along with Emma Woods, Taylor Halliday. Lily O'Sullivan, who's the World Surf Race champion, plenty on stake, one swim leg to go.
Yeah, there's going to be some big movers in this last swim leg, there's no doubt about that. This is arguably, well, I would say Hannah Scully's weakest of the three legs. Still a very, very strong swimmer, especially in the surf, but she's got to hang on to this leg.
And what about this? First year under 17, Jess Conrad now comes around in front of Lana Rogers. We're getting back to that Olivia Cohen as well, and Sienna Bush coming through as well. They are close enough. The way, I can tell you this, she's gone in probably about 14, but the way that Jess Conrad swims, I would not be surprised to pick up a few, along with Mary Thompson as well.
Yeah, absolutely flying transition there from Jess Conrad and Sienna Bush. We talked about it again in the heats yesterday. They were flying through those positions, and look at that already. The jump starting to reel in on that main pack.
I think this shows the fatigue as well, Paulie, of a big day of racing this afternoon. For those who are viewing, a big shout out to those on live stream with us. It is a long course. We have a short break, no real gutter break at all, into a long back bank. You're probably looking at approximately 200 metres just to get to the back bank, then around the cans coming in, up to about 500 metres in distance, and they're backed up yesterday through, obviously, qualifying rounds, and this morning also through all those disciplines as well for the finals package. It's a big program. If you haven't done the work, you'll come up short.
Yeah, it's a lot of racing and a lot of times around the cans so far, both yesterday and this morning. So we mentioned that certainly to be playing its toll for some of those competitors that have done a lot of the teams events as well as the individual. But look, the big mover and shakers so far to me is going to be Emma Woods and Naomi Scott. They were sitting very pretty, but a huge third swim leg on them, and we know that they'll be going for the win.
Mary Thompson come through, well done Mary, first year, under 17 as well, doing a great job. Now what are we going through your mind? You're Hannah Scully, you've done the ski, you've done the board, they're your favourite two legs, you swim very well as well, but you know who's chasing you. You know you are the hunted at the moment, right behind that of Scotty, Emma Woods, Taylor Halliday was in the mix as well, and Dakota Luke, once again, probably more of a craft specialist, but doing very well in the swim things over the last 18 months.
Yeah, Hannah Scully would be just trying to minimise that damage in the swim leg, so she'd be trying to make sure that she lands right. If she can take a direct route and not add any extra distance, that's going to help her big time, I think, for that swim leg.
Yeah, we're picking them up. It looks like she's probably swum off course, and that's the movement of the water. The rips is pulling them, a little pull out, pulling them about 50 metres to south. And now Hannah Scully fights her way back towards that first can. That now opens up for 8, 9, 10, 11, more direct. They didn't get the sets come through. The window of opportunity opened up straight out. So we'll probably say Scully's still leading, Scotty on the chase, but all of a sudden it's been pulled back to about 10 metres.
They've halved that lead. The girls are going for the win for sure. We're going to see they're about 20 or 30 metres from that first swim can down, and already
this is interesting because it's about catching waves under fatigue coming home. I would not be surprised. There you go. Scully goes around can 1, 5 metres. 5 metres to that of second, third, fourth. Emma Woods up there. Naomi Scott making her presence felt. Taylor Halliday tucked in behind as well. There your top 4 to 5 going around the first camp, but they're still got to come home.
Yeah, one of the biggest challenges, like you just mentioned before, holding a body surf wave during a third leg of an iron it's one of the most challenging and skillful things in our sport to do. It's very, very tough. So certainly, as I said before, if they can take a deep breath, keep the head down and keep bringing that big streamlined 6-speed kick, if they can get it through that mid-gutter section, it's going to help them a lot.
And I'll throw an extra element in there as well, Pooley. It's a pokey swell. It's not a big ground swell of 10 to 12 seconds where it's nice and clean coming in. It's pokes here and pokes there with the rip pullouts. And a little bit of luck where your wave might just push that a little bit further towards that little shore gutter. All of a sudden it's going to give you an extra 10 metres. Here we go, turning can now. Scully goes round in 1, but right behind, we got Scotty, Emma Woods, little, just sits on top of that wave. Hannah Scully, there she is again. So close. What's out the back? Is there waves coming?
Approaching that wave zone now, Tyler, we can start to see a couple of big lumps out the back. And is well and truly in the strike zone now. She's in that wave zone. She'll be starting to look under her shoulders because we know.
You'd be saying to yourself, come on Huey, I've done all the hard work, give me something, but I'm really surprised that it's basically 50 metres from north to south at the moment. So the luck of the ocean is going to play a huge part. They would have sat down, spoke with their coaches, where's the angle coming back, where's the big targets, heading back to as well, could be the flag, waves building at the back, big waves building at the back. I would not be surprised to see some middle markers make their move.
Yeah, look at that. We're starting to get to that really dangerous area now because, like you said, if Hannah Scully's looking under her shoulder.
Right side, fighting.
Oh, she's got a great lift, but she's not going to get down that.
And little lucks, little opportunities that pop up. Fortune's the brave as well, but Scully, I believe, has had to swim right across that, along with Scotty as well. Swum across his back bank, and now we've got waves around the back for more of that of the back markers as this rip pulls out against them, swimming back to the beach.
Yeah, look, it's hard to know where do they want to go in. Are they heading north? Are they heading south? They would have pitched the markers before they went out on the beach here and trying to execute
Building
that.
out the back, Pearly, big set coming, that's the back marker. We have a back marker on. We have a back marker. Try and pick up his body surfing skills. They've come from 9th, back up to the 5th, up into 3rd. Now to hit the front, the back marker will hit the lead. Right next to that, I believe, of Hannah Scully. All of a sudden it's a fight coming out of 4 back to the beach.
There we go, the lead is gone just like that, Ty. We talked about the back markers picking up a couple of waves, and here we see 1, 2 on that wave to the southern side there. We're going to have to wait to see some cuts.
7,000 points up for grabs at the round. Right hand side, big move coming in. Trying to pick up the cap. Looks like an Alexander Headman cap. Is that Halliday? Is that Woods? Leader down the lead way. Is that Scotty? Looking to stand? Up and about. We have a North 5th cap up there in possession. Probably number 2. Number 1 as well. Up and running. Trying to find her legs at the moment, Pooley.
She's up and running. There we go. We can see North Cliff. Got Katie Rees there on the inside. We're going to have a run. It's Hannah Scully. The girls are going for it.
Oh, Hannah Scully, she won the ski league, she won the ball league, and she is your Paul Macquarie 7,000 champion, the Shaw Partners World Ocean Series. Hannah Scully, take a bow. Oh, Caitlin Rees, Pooley, what an effort. Caitlin Rees, Scotty, reigning series champ, Naomi Scott, what a swim. What a swim from Scotty. All right, we're down here with the champs. We're going to bet back, but Hannah Scully, Macquarie 7,000. You're a bit of a country girl as well from that Athletics originally, but what about that? Who would have thought Scully stands tall here in Port Macquarie?
Yeah, it's been a while that I've stood on top of that podium in the iron. I honestly thought Jazz may have got a wave all the way through. I couldn't see much, and I know I went quite a bit south to sort of hope it stood up, and I felt like I swam all the way in, but got that little one at the end, jumped up and saw that nothing was there, and Floods was down there yelling at me, so I knew everyone was coming in red hot, so yeah, pretty cool to be here. Yeah.
I love the way you race in particular. Let's talk about these conditions, really tricky conditions out there, but you love these conditions, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so much fun out there. Board first, big surf, you know, me and my race on surf life go really good in this, and I got that little lead, you know, I was sort of hurting from the get-go, and I knew that swim last, they were going to come at me hard, so luckily just set it up really well, and yeah, pretty happy to take that one home.
Let's talk what goes through your mind. Obviously, you talk about being a board specialist, you pick your swimming up as well, out of the ski first, out of the board first. What goes through your mind around the cans when you know you're the hunted in an event like this?
Yeah, look, I just kept to my game plan. I wanted to stay that little bit south, aim for that pine tree coming in, and I didn't think it was going to pay off. I felt like I was swimming all the way in. I thought actually a few girls had sort of gone straight off the can and it had got up for them, but you know, I just stuck to the game plan and it paid off in the end.
It paid off. We're going straight to presentations, up we come, and I'll grab Caitlin Rees and also that Naomi Scott as well for presentations. And I'd like to welcome also Adam Roberts, who is the mayor of the local area. Huge welcome. I might grab Scotty around the back if he can climb up there. And a big thanks to Adam Roberts, the mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. In third place, and the reigning series champ as well, Naomi Scott. In second place, and what a proud moment for this young lady, from the Swansea Belmont Club, Caitlin Rees. Oh, how good is that? Let's do it one more time. Second place, Caitlin Rees. And standing tall, and what a phenomenal effort. Saw the older statesman, but led from the front to the finish. Put your hands together for our 7,000 chat from Port Macquarie, Stewart Partners, World Ocean Series, Hannah Scully. Phenomenal effort. I'll hand over to you now, Phil, with the Open Ironman introductions.
Wow, well, that was pretty exciting to kickstart the whole package there. The men were watching Hannah Scully then. We talked about the importance of getting a good start in the board leg. Now we said you can't win it in the board leg, but you can certainly set it up, and that's exactly what Scully did. Leading from start to finish, forward ski, and then she hung on. She did very, very